everybody, welcome to online class. In today's class we'll discuss regarding what all recent developments has took place in the Indian money market, that we'll understand one by one. The first one is integration of unorganized sector with the organized sector. See, RBI has taken many steps to bring the institutions in the unorganized sector within its control and regulation. These institutions are now slowly coming under the organized sector. They started availing of the rediscounting facilities from the RBI. Next comes is widening of call money market. That is, in recent years, many steps have been taken to widen the call money market. The number of participants in the call money market is increased. LIC, GIC, IDBI, UTI and specialized mutual funds have been permitted to enter into this market as leaders only. So the DFHI and STCI have been permitted to operate both as lenders and borrowers. Next comes is introduction of innovative instruments. See, new financial instruments have been introduced in the money market. On the recommendation of the Chakrabarti Committee, the RBI introduced 192 days T-bills since 1986. A new instrument in the form of 364 days T-bills was introduced at the end of the 1992. Again, new instruments such as CDs, that is certificate of deposits, CPs and interbank participation certificates have been introduced. Necessary guidelines also have been issued for the operation of these instruments. Next comes is introduction of negotiable dealing system. As a negotiable dealing system has been introduced with a view to facilitate electronic bidding in auctions and secondary market transactions in government securities and dissemination of information. Next comes is offering of market rates of interest. In order to popularize money market instruments, the ceiling on interest rate has been abolished. Call money market rate, bill discounting rate, interbank rate have been freed from 1989. So therefore, today Indian money market offers full scope for the play of market forces in determining the rates of interest. Okay. Next comes is satellite system dealership. That is, the satellite system dealership was launched in 1996 to serve as a second tier to primary dealers in retailing of government securities. Reserve Bank of India has decided to allow players such as provident funds, trusts to participate in government bond auctions on a non-competitive basis. Next comes is promotion of bill culture. All attempts are being taken to discourage cash credit and overdraft system of financing and to popularize bill financing. Exemption from stamp duty is given on rediscounting of derivative promissory notes arising out of genuine trade bill transactions. This is done to promote bill culture in the country. Next comes is introduction of money market mutual funds. Recently, certain private sector mutual funds and subsidiaries of commercial banks have been permitted to deal in money market instrument. This has been done with a view to expand the money market and also to develop secondary market for money market instruments. Next comes is setting up of credit rating agencies. Recently, some credit rating agencies have been established. The important agencies are the Credit Rating Information Services of India Limited, that is CRISIL, Investment Information and Credit Rating Agencies of India, that is IICRA, and Credit Analysis and Research Limited, that is CARE. These have been set up to provide credit information through financial analysis of leading companies and industrial sector. Next comes is adoption of suitable monetary policy. In recent years, the RBI is adopting a more realistic and appropriate monetary and credit policies. The main objective is to increase the availability of resources in the money market and make the money market more active. Okay. Next comes is establishment of DFHI, that is Discount and Finance House of India. The DFHI was set up in 1988 to activate the money market and to promote a secondary market for all money market instruments. Okay, next comes is setting up of Securities Trading Corporation of India, that is STCI. The RBI has set up the STCI in 1994. Its main objective is to provide a secondary market in government securities. It has enlarged the T-bill market and the call money market and provided an active secondary market for T-bills. Okay, this is regarding what the recent developments which has taken in the Indian money market. Okay, the next comes is players or the participants in the Indian money market. Who all are the participants or who can participate in the money market? Is government and the Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, can participate, then commercial banks can participate, then the financial institutions like IFCI, IDBI, ICICI, SIDBI, UTI, then LIC can also participate, then Discount and Finance House of India, that is DFHI, can participate, brokers can participate, mutual funds can participate, public sector undertakings can participate, as well as the corporate units can participate in the Indian money market. Okay, the remaining things we'll discuss in the next class.